Hi everyone, it's Holly Marie King, and we are back with the Emblem Knight's final draft. And today we will be reading Chapter 10, A Shaky Hand. Alright, well, let's just get started. How are you doing? Thank you. Alright, Chapter 10, A Shaky Hand. Yuri paced the deck uncomfortably as she waited for Ray to come back. He was gone all night and still hadn't returned that morning. I hate this infernal waiting. She gritted her teeth and wrung her hands. Can't be helped, Ray said boredly, as he sat down on the edge of the porch yawning. Ray always does this when he's too stressed. I hope this isn't my fault. Now she turned to biting her nails. Roy shrugged. I told him not to help you guys, he answered her. Yuri glared at him, but the words Ray had said to her stung her, so she looked away and said, I'm thinking it was supposed to say Roy. But I was pestering him last night. Like I said, can't be helped, Roy said with a shrug. He'll come back when he's ready. Yuri stomped her foot and turned on him. How can you be so calm about this, she demanded. You get so worked up about everything, but your brother. That's because I don't have to worry about my brother, Roy answered, her making eye contact back. Why is it any business of yours anyway? He grumbled as he looked away. How can you not worry about your own flesh and blood? Yuri was beside herself. Because I know I'm okay. Roy snapped, standing up from the porch. Why don't you just mind your own business and butt out of ours? You cause more trouble than you're worth. Oh, so you're saying I'm worthless now? Okay, Yuri. Yuri shouted at him, irritated. Ugh, why do you have to be the most irritating woman on the planet? Roy shouted back. I was just saying that you caused too much trouble for us and you should move on and stay out of the senior advisor's radar. But no, you just have to twist everything around. We shouldn't waste any more time waiting, Daisuke said to the two of them. We should move on to training for the day. He'll come back when he comes back. Yes, Rukia. Can I help you? Come on, you want to join? You want to join the recording? Come in. Okay, I don't have all day to wait for you, so make up your mind. Roy stood and brushed his legs off with a satisfied sigh. Fine by me, he said as he stepped down off the porch. Come on, Yuri. It's only going to make things worse for you if you just sit there and wait, Joey said with John right behind him. The morning light began to shine above the ground, giving them a nice cool morning. Yuri sighed and threw her hands down to her sides. Fine, she said as she stepped off the porch. This time, she was in the lead, much to Roy's continual irritation. What do you have, rockets attached to your feet? He panted with his hands on his knees. He had worked harder than he thought he would. I'm just faster than you, so get over it, Yuri panted back as she stretched her arms and legs out. Yuri, John shouted as he came running packing her brother on his back. Joey? Yuri walked around to find her brother unconscious. What's wrong with him? He fell, but he's okay. I healed him. John assured her gently. He just needs some rest. I'll go take him in, Yuri said, taking her brother from him. No morning training? Ray asked from the front door. Yuri didn't look at him and just walked by him. Why aren't they training? It's just not a good day, Daisuke said to him. Ray grabbed him by the arm. We can't afford a bad day, he said to him. Let him go, Ray, Roy said to his brother. It's not his fault. When we were training, we never had bad days. It was all about training every day. We weren't fighting. Even if someone was sick, we kept going, Ray said to his brother. Or have you forgotten? How could we ever forget? John asked Ray. How many children died because they couldn't handle the conditions we were kept in? That's how we lived, Ray said to him. But that's not how they have to live, Daisuke said to his friend. We are not the senior advisor. The senior advisor is watching our every move, Ray said to him. We have to act as though he is here. Not around my brother, Yuri said calmly, walking towards the group of men, her eyes downcast. How dare you even say something like that? Yuri, it's the only Ray, Ray argued. Ray. It's the only Ray argued. It's Ray's way. Ray argued. She put her finger in the air and pointed towards him. You get no say, she said, not looking at him. You left us when you promised to train us. I was worried all night and all morning, and then I find out that our lives are just a project to make the crazy man happy. Then I'm leaving with my brother, and we will find our own way. That was worded weird. There was a chuckle from the corner of the room, catching their attention. She really put you in your place there, Ray, the voice said with a chuckle. Murphy! John shouted as he recognized the newcomer. Roy cracked his mouth. That's a rare sight for you, Yuri said grumpily. Of course. I would smile for Murphy. He's the funniest guy in the group, Roy said back to her. He walked over to his friend and shook his hand. You need any help? Daisuke asked Yuri, who shook her head. I'll be fine. Go talk to your friend, Yuri said to him with a fake smile on her face. Her eyes met with Ray's, but she only shook her head and walked away from him to go stay by her brother's side. What happened? Joey asked his sister, rubbing his eyes. You fell, Yuri said to her brother. But don't worry, we are safely at the house. Just lay down and rest for a while. Are you okay? Joey asked his sister, knowing her expression meant that she was upset about something. I just hate the attitude of this place, she said to her brother. They think they have to be just as harsh with us as they were with them. It's frustrating. Maybe they just need some encouragement, Joey suggested helpfully. Or just some time to adjust. The man named Murphy was in the doorway with his arms across his chest. He had dark green eyes and olive green hair that covered one of his eyes. He smiled crookedly at them, looking as though he wanted to cause some sort of mischief. Who cares? Yuri said to him. Ray just leaves and doesn't come back until morning, and then expects us to do just fine without our leader. You're a tough one, Murphy taunted. Maybe you should give the guy a break, he suggested to her. Maybe he should learn to be a little bit more responsible. It doesn't go away just because you're not there, Yuri retorted. Yuri, stop. He's not the enemy, Joey protested. Yuri sighed and put her hands on her hips in protest. You are going to be a lot of fun, Murphy joked, his smile staying on his face. Too bad we're incomplete. How is it my problem? Yuri asked, turning on him. For one, if you want things to go a little smoothly, we need him in our group to put them all at ease. For two, it'll be so much more fun with him around, Murphy said to her. Why? Is he some sort of mediator or something? Yuri asked, rolling her eyes. No, because he just is so much more fun to have around, and it'll put Ray at ease so he won't be as stressed about his men, Murphy said to her. And let's not forget that his friend is in danger of being killed at any moment. Yuri sighed, remembering the promise of sacrificing someone important to Ray in order to keep her and Joey alive. What do I have to do? She asked Murphy. Don't do it, Yuri, Joey said, immediately worried for his sister. If it needs to be done in order to make sure you'll be safe, I'll do it, Yuri said calmly to her brother. Murphy's face lit up with excitement. He loved a little mischief. It won't be easy, he said. What about life is easy? Yuri said ironically. Murphy chuckled at this comment. I like you, he said to her. Getting another eye roll from her, he chuckled again. Where is he? She asked a little more forcefully. He is in the town of Sorrows, Murphy answered her. What kind of place is that? Yuri asked. It's a place where people go to waste their lives and money, Murphy answered her. Be warned, he won't come with you easily. Because who would want to miss out on this glamorous lifestyle? Yuri interjected with another eye roll. With all 6 of us here, though, your brother will be safer, Murphy answered. You can't miss him, though. He has bright yellow hair, and his eyes are an electric green. That's good to know, Yuri said, nodding. Why hasn't anyone gone to find him? She asked. It's not a matter of finding him, Murphy answered her. Alex won't come. He doesn't want to be reminded of the old days. Then what makes you think he'll listen to me? She asked Murphy, crossing her arms in frustration. I think that you can convince him to go, Murphy said hopefully. Even if he's drunk, he puts up a pretty good fight, though. Good to know, Yuri retorted. Any other helpful hints you would like to tell me? She asked him. Not really, Murphy said with a shrug. You'll understand more once you meet him. Thanks, Yuri said to him. I'll be back later, little brother, she said to Joey, kissing him on the top of his head. Joey nodded and looked at Murphy, who winked at the boy, then followed Yuri across the hall. Make sure that Ray focuses on getting Joey better at fighting and not to bug himself with me. I will do that, just that. I will do that, just because I like you, Murphy said, smiling at her. Couldn't read for a second. Just don't screw things up, Yuri said, stepping up onto her window frame. Wow, someone's in a mood. You can count on me, Murphy said with a big grin. Just make sure Ray doesn't run away again. Yuri said to him as she jumped out her window and headed out. Good news, guys, Murphy said as he walked out to the guys. I have a feeling we will see Alex again soon. What makes you say that? Ray asked, feeling suspicious of his good mood. John patted Ray on the back. Don't worry, things will get better, he said encouragingly. It's just a hunch. Murphy encouraged with a wink. I must have pushed a button. Whatever. Yuri's gone! Joey shouted, running into the room. What? Ray stood from the table and walked briskly to Yuri's room. The others followed him. Where could she have gone? Daisy asked Ray. Let's just go find her and drag her butt back here, Roy growled, walking towards the front door. Are you giving me your hair? I don't want it. Don't think about it, the senior advisor said, standing in the doorway. If any of you so much as sniffs out that girl, I will take that young Joey with me. Without a second thought. Did I make myself clear? You did this, Roy shouted. Roy, calm down, Roy said to his brother as he put his hand on his shoulder. Roy growled and punched the door as he went back inside. Tell me you haven't even touched her, Daisuke said to the senior advisor. I'll be surprised if she lives through the next trial, the senior advisor said with a sinister smile. Though if she lives, I'll pay her no mind. It's the boy I want. The senior advisor then disappeared, leaving the men to stand there looking lost. What are we going to do? Joey asked, practically in tears. We're going to train, Ray said with a moment to think. You can't be serious, Roy demanded of his brother. We're going to eat breakfast and get started on our training with weapons. We have to believe that Yuri can survive on her own, Ray said calmly, trying to keep everyone in the group calm. Roy sighed in disgust and left the room. Daisuke looked concerned, but sat down next to Joey, patting the boy on the back to keep him calm. Murphy sat down humming to himself happily. John eyed Murphy suspiciously, but kept whatever was on his mind to himself. The old man was watching the men eat as he washed the dishes in the kitchen. Just one more left, and the group would finally come together. Chapter 11. Drowning Your Sorrows. Oh my goodness. Still recovering from this cold my kid gave me. Thought I could get through a reading, but goodness, that was tough. But yeah, the end of that chapter. If you guys are interested in the book, I will put in the description below where you can buy it, and also put in the description the website you can read it yourself if you'd like. If not, that's fine too. But yeah. Anyway, hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye!